Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, I guess I'm like pretty incompetent.
No, it's fine. There are people doing worse. I mean,
I,
I'm pretty sure like Chloe's calling Tristan Thompson right now. So
yeah, so true. He's actually out. I saw he has a new mystery woman.
he's a good dad and husband. Are they married?
No.
Oh yeah, it doesn't matter. None of this
Yeah.
matters.
Yeah.
Right.
I ain't never ever seen you act like this before. You getting bucket.
Hey, P, they said I gotta come off the bench.
Knicks fans haven't had a lot to celebrate recently.
His very first move as the executive was to sign Lamar Odom, who was on crack. We're just getting a taste of him. I'm like, I'm tired of getting a taste of him. I want the whole load.
An offensive foul.
So what's new?
In the NBA.
Yeah, and life, but yeah, mainly in the NBA.
I mean, I guess that LeBron guy did something.
Yeah, I'm happy.
Did you watch the game?
I did. Well, I watched the second half. Well, no, I guess because when he passed MJ, that was in the first half, right?
It was the first quarter, I think.
Yeah, so then I did watch the game. I just wasn't really paying attention because it was not a good game until.
So Kuzma, Ingram, and Lonzo were all out, and
wait, why was Kuzma got his ankle? His ankle. Lonzo's always hurt. Why was Ingram out?
Kuzma hurt himself shoving LeBron to play defense.
Yeah.
Ingram has been out for like a week now.
Oh, I don't pay attention to him.
So that team that was out there was...
I had no idea. There was that guy, Caruso. That
45-year-old from like the YMCA?
Yeah, that I was like, who is this guy? Like, what? Just shave your hair at that point. Like,
Wagner out there, just...
Oh, he sucked.
That team is awful.
Terrible. Did you see Rondo didn't sit on the bench? He sat on the other side.
Apparently he does that like all the time.
Yeah, that's what he said. But he was like, "Oh, I've done it 8 times before." Like, you counted?
Rondo's he's on the spectrum. He definitely.
Oh yeah,
got like Asperger's or something.
I feel like a lot of Lakers do. I feel like a lot of NBA players who lack. I don't know if it's on the spectrum or if they just don't know what to say in the interview questions, but to be fair, the questions that they ask these players sometimes are so dumb. Oh, you guys lost the game. How did you lose the game? Well, we scored less points than the other team. Like, what do you want me to say?
I mean, you can say generic, like, we didn't play good enough on defense. Like, you don't have to go, like, full Kyrie and be like, no further questions.
Yeah, but, like, it's just it's a waste of time, I feel, because no one cares about these interview questions.
Well,
unless you say something spicy.
The writer needs, like, a quote, like, why they lost.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because they, like, couldn't possibly figure it out by watching the game, I guess.
I'm just, I'm over the weekly Kyrie Durant, like...
Yeah, Durant's kind of been out of the news lately, like, in terms of, I don't know, compared to Kyrie.
Did you see Chris Broussard, known journalist, always right on his predictions?
I haven't heard his name in, like, years.
He said people close to Kyrie and Durant say they don't want to come to New York because of the media, which sounds like something Chris Broussard just thinks.
Yeah, made up. He just made it up.
Yeah.
The New York media, honestly, really isn't that bad.
I feel like it's like 3 people.
And they're all, like, kind of idiots. Like Mark Berman, who cares?
Mark Berman is the guy who played the Wizards, and then he was like, "Oh, the Knicks have been putting all their assets to John Wall." That's not. Never been talked about before. What do you say? Yeah,
and he said something else crazy a few months ago. I wish I could remember what it was.
It's
something
like
about trading like all of our like rookies for.
It's like he just remembered John Wall existed. It was like, oh, the Knicks are what they want. I'm hearing sources.
To be fair, no one's really thought about John Wall. I mean, at least I haven't thought about John Wall in months.
I mean, Bradley Beal hasn't thought about John Wall.
Yeah, Bradley Beal definitely has not thought about John Wall since he definitely hasn't seen John Wall since the injury. No one's visited him.
No, they're not texting.
Yeah. Yeah, no, they don't fuck with him. The Wizards suck though.
Do you think they like? All right, so Dwight Howard gets hurt, John Wall gets hurt. Are they just like? Does the locker room think about them at all?
No. The
Otto
locker
Porter's
room-
gone. Is anyone texting Otto Porter like, "Yo, good game last night. You beat the Sixers"? No?
Yeah. Honestly, who's on the Wizards besides Bradley Beal and Dwight Howard? Like, who's their...
They gave Ian Mahinmi like the max.
Yeah, like...
There's that white point guard they have.
Which one? Yeah, see, like... They might be as irrelevant to me as the Magic.
The Magic currently a game out of the 8th seed, so
Wow.
they're offering a big Bucks Magic. The rivalry continues.
Wow. Wow. How did that happen?
I mean, they beat the Warriors.
Yeah, but... I mean, I don't know. The Celtics beat the Warriors too the other night. The Celtics are garbage.
Wait, back to the Lakers. Did you see the theory that Brandon Ingram was intentionally playing bad so they wouldn't trade him? And now he's playing good because...
He was playing bad so they wouldn't trade him?
He was like tanking his own trade value because he doesn't want to play in New Orleans.
Huh. I mean, I don't know if he was trying to play bad or if he was just playing his hardest. Because he's just not that good.
Yeah, no, it turns out they all stink.
Yeah. Who
Top
the
to
fuck?
bottom.
Yeah, Magic.
When the second signing was JaVale McGee, who would have...
Yeah. And then Rondo and Lance within like 2 days of each other.
No, I think it was all the same, like...
It was all the same day?
Like midnight free agency, LeBron, JaVale, Stevenson, Rondo.
Yeah. And no one thought that this would be the team that they currently have in March. At least I didn't. I thought those guys would be traded away like January.
Do you think what would make a star want to play with 35-year-old LeBron and like I don't even know who's going to be on the team next year, but like what would make Kawhi want to like go there?
The only thing that I can think of is because he's from there. So he wouldn't...
Especially with the Clippers having just the amount of space.
And, well, I mean, he could save money because he could live with his parents or his mom, I should say. So he wouldn't have to,
He's got those New Balance checks. So
yeah, he's got the New Balance checks.
Those MAGA dollars.
Yeah. He could drive his Toyota Camry from Toronto. His
Prius.
1999. Oh, it's a Prius.
Fuel efficient.
Yeah, he could drive it back to LA and just live a normal life. A simple life.
Ride his bike,
Yeah, ride his bike, yeah. His moped. There's like a rumor, or it's not a legit rumor, but Kawhi is like secretly InfoWars of the NBA. And I don't see it.
That would explain why he Popovich was talking real spicy about Trump.
Yeah,
and then he's like, trade me, I'm not playing.
Yeah, so true. Yeah. Honestly, that's a great correlation. But
I went to his Instagram.
Kawhi?
It's not. I think it's a fake. Yeah, it's definitely a fake. He doesn't have Instagram. What am I thinking?
Yeah. He has Twitter, but he hasn't posted on it, I want to say, since like 2017.
2015.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he is not really...
He's following the Spurs, Jordan, Wingstop San Antonio, and Jamal Crawford, of course.
That's it?
Yes.
I love that. Yeah, so maybe he's not InfoWars, but I could see him being like one of those centrists. Like, oh, I'm socially liberal, but fiscally Republican. Like, he's definitely one of those guys.
We earn the money. Why tax us?
Yeah, we work hard. I work just as hard as anyone else. Oh, Kawhi.
Get AOC out of here. That's socialist.
Yeah, he definitely has a burner. It's Jacob Wool.
He is actually Charlie Kirk.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's good. Him and Paul. I mean, I don't know if Paul George is actually a Republican, but that's the rumor.
He loves that Kanye album, I assume.
And he hosted that Republican fundraiser. So
still the details on that are still shaky.
Yeah, definitely shaky. But once you move to Oklahoma, if you willingly move to Oklahoma and say I want to stay here, for 4 years, then
Part of me thinks like Westbrook had his family hostage, so
yeah. Oh, Westbrook. What are your thoughts about OKC? I've heard that they're like some people think that they're gonna go to the conference finals.
I mean, I think he's gonna get like ejected if he plays in like Utah and
Yeah.
like those fans. His relationship with those fans is wild.
But is he gonna play in Utah?
Well,
what are they?
So
like-
Thunder are 4 and Jazz are 6. So if Jazz
Okay.
move up, the Jazz have to move up, which I hope. I last year when the Jazz just beat the brakes off the Thunder was probably my favorite.
Yeah,
Joe
that
Ingles
was-
just like playoff P.
Yeah, playoff P. I was thinking about playoff P this morning. I don't know why. Oh, I know why. Because I was gonna make a joke on Twitter, like playoff P, like PEE, and then I was like, I'm really glad I didn't do that. Like, I'm glad I think about my tweets sometimes. Sometimes I don't.
Keep that off the offensive foul account.
Yeah. Like, I need to have a filter more. I'm looking at the standings. Hold on. Okay, so the game. Okay.
Actually, let's talk about the playoff matchups we want.
All right. Yeah. So let's start with the East.
All right.
Okay. So because then it'll go quick. You think the Raptors or you think the Bucks are going to stay in the 1 seed, right?
Yeah. So I think it's probably gonna stay how it is.
Mm-hmm.
And the only first round matchup is Philly Boston. Like I don't want to watch Toronto fucking Brooklyn.
I don't. Yeah. Well, I think the 76ers could move up.
I don't know. Have you seen Bojan Bogdanovic? Is a monster.
Yeah, they're only a game behind the 3 spot. The Pacers are somehow in the 3 spot despite losing Oladipo. Good for them, I guess.
Well, they have Knicks legends Kyle O'Quinn, Doug McDermott,
Right.
and Wes Matthews. So.
Doug McDermott. Yeah, Knicks legend. Dougie McBuckets. I thought, I haven't thought about Doug McDermott in months, actually. I completely forgot he was in the NBA. And
I mean, he very well could not be. I haven't checked in a while.
Yeah, I haven't studied the Pacers roster in a bit. I'm still kind of bitter about when they beat the Knicks in the playoffs that one time, or that few times, but the most recent time in the second round, 2013 was it?
That photo of Roy Hibbert blocking Carmelo was like both of their careers ended that day.
Yeah. Roy Hibbert, what happened to him?
I think it is like improv.
Okay.
So good for him. He's
good for him. Yeah, improv's hard.
He's probably like a groundling right now, or Second City. You know, he's really in the ranks.
Doing some stand up. Good for him, I guess. Okay, so matchups. So I think I want to see I really don't want the Heat to go to the playoffs.
I only watch the Pacers Pistons if they guarantee to fight in Detroit again.
Yeah.
They have to fight the crowd.
Yes.
And Blake Griffin will. Blake Griffin will do that.
Yeah. I think he will, but with words. He's not gonna
Oh, he's gonna roast them.
Yeah, he's just gonna roast them. Which I almost would rather see. But so as of right now, the matchup would be Bucks Heat, which I have no interest in watching.
No.
I would rather see Bucks Nets, I think.
I don't. We can skip past all outside of Philly, Boston. These are all NBA TV matchups.
Yeah, so true. So true. Okay, so I guess
these are some players only ass matchups.
Yeah, that's valid. So basically only the 76ers versus Celtics will be a good series.
And who gets out of that?
76ers.
I don't know, man. Gordon Hayward scored 30 and then scored 12.
Yeah, and they poured, whatever on him. Who knows? Probably white wine.
I assume it was mayonnaise.
Yeah, or Red Bull or Mountain Dew.
Monster Energy.
Yeah.
So you can game all night.
Yeah. I saw some old tweet. Well, not that old. It was from 2016 maybe. And some reporter asked him about Kanye or Drake. And he goes, none. Eminem. And that's the least surprising thing ever.
Was he wearing fingerless gloves?
There was no picture attached.
Was he wearing a tap-out shirt?
Yeah. With a Fallout hat, Osiris shoes.
Bangs in his face.
Yeah. There was no picture, thankfully. But yeah, he sucks. And his game-winning shot,
Did they talk about why he has a black eye?
No.
He just has a black eye?
I'm assuming it's from
Kyrie.
yeah, from Kyrie. I was gonna say getting into like a bar fight in South Boston, but
No,
yeah.
it was probably Marcus Smart, and Marcus Morris just like wrestling in practice, and he tried to get in the middle of it.
Yeah, and they're like, "Fuck out of here." Yeah, he's like a bummer. Him, I mean, between him, Tice, and Baines, ugh, I really don't like them at all. The team.
Yeah, I mean, Jaylen Brown seems fine. Terry Rozier, I like Terry Rozier. He sucks this year, but he's
this year or like in general.
All right.
Sorry.
I'm trying not to shit on like very obtainable guests for the show.
Yeah. Okay. You're right. No, I'm thinking of when he choked last year in the playoffs. I want to say.
Okay, so sometimes, it'll be 24 seconds on the clock and he shoots an immediate three.
Right.
That's,
Right. But there was some crazy
stat
where he missed like 8,000 shots in a row in game 7 or something. Which I definitely just made up, but whatever. Facts do not matter.
I mean, even if we look at the second round, these matchups suck.
Just like, I mean, I'm going to, but I will be resentful about it.
Sixers, Bucks, like the ear side still have a revenge game. I don't care.
Yeah, like the Sixers. Yeah, the only 4 teams that matter, and I say matter loosely, are Bucks, Raptors, 76ers, Celtics. Celtics don't matter in general, but
I'm okay with the Pistons beating the Pacers because I like Blake Griffin. I like Blake Griffin jokes.
And and I would like Detroit to have something to be happy about.
I don't need that, but I just
because I lived in Indiana for 2 years and they don't deserve anything.
I just I'm okay with not watching Darren Collison play basketball. Like I'm good on that.
For sure. And honestly, I'm just gonna watch the Eastern matchups while I'm waiting for the Western matchups.
Yeah,
those
West Coast times. Yeah, we have to.
Yeah. So for the West Coast, do you think that? Oh, okay. So how long have the Nuggets been in the 2 seed? Not long, right?
Like a week. Yeah.
Oh.
They've been number 1 all year.
Yeah, and they just moved to 2. So right now, I really, really want the Kings to go to the playoffs. I think that would be really fun.
They were way closer last time we talked.
The Kings?
Yeah.
Yeah, but they're not that far from the 8th seed. I mean,
if the Clippers keep playing the Knicks every week, then yeah.
Right. Yeah, that's true. I mean, I don't want to say I really like the Clippers, but I like Montrezl Harrell and Lou Will.
No, I will say Clippers Warriors first round matchup is going to be good.
Is it though?
Yeah, they beat the Warriors, and they're the reason why Draymond called Durant a bitch.
That
was the Clippers game.
I mean, was that when they got into?
That's when Draymond didn't pass Durant the ball and tripped over his own feet. Then got embarrassed and called Durant a bitch.
Yeah.
So Durant and Draymond will fight each other if they play the Clippers.
But I think the Clippers and Warriors regular season just doesn't matter because Clippers don't really have enough playoff experience to even compete against the Warriors. It'll be a 5-game series maybe, but it'll be a sympathy. They'll let them win one. I
don't know. I think you're downplaying Marcin Gortat's play.
Yeah, you're right. Have more faith. But
don't let Lou Williams get hot is all I'm saying.
Yeah. Lou Will is great. But if I just want the Kings to go. I think the Kings deserve it. And if they go, then they're the team with the longest playoff drought, I believe. So if they go, then I think the Suns are next.
No. Suns had Nash until 2006.
So how many years has it been since the Kings have been in the playoffs?
I think it's since 2002.
Oh my god. Wow.
The longest drought is that the Bobcats.
But currently.
Or the Magic? Probably the Magic.
No, they were in 2008.
Oh, fuck them, yeah.
Yeah, with Dwight Howard.
And Enes Kanter's Arch nemesis Heater Turkle, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Snipers on deck.
Oh, NS. Yeah, I want to say, I think it's the Kings now. I
Well,
feel
the
like
Kings, it's definitely the Kings, but I
but
don't know
then
who's
after,
second. I don't know. It might, because last year the Timberwolves got in,
yeah,
and that ended that.
yeah, I guess. Over it. I'm like if the Timberwolves fans on Twitter are like, do you guys think that Dario Saric and Tyus Jones and Kat could take this team to the championship? Like, no, because that's who you guys have now, and you suck. They think that their players are good.
I don't know. Watching Kat and Anthony Davis, just you can have a big man put up 40 points. It doesn't
It doesn't matter.
Big men who are really great do not affect wins or losses at all.
He's their only good player because Wiggins,
if the Sixers just had Embiid, they'd be like what, the 12th seed?
Yeah. They might be like one game ahead of the Knicks.
I mean, yeah, we watched Boogie do it for however long. Like, big men just don't affect wins and losses.
Right. Like, you need people who can shoot and run. And Wiggins just, I don't know, he's not.
I don't know if he can do the two things he just said.
Yeah. I don't know if he knows how to play basketball, and they signed him to this like crazy deal. So
my favorite story is that before they signed him, they asked him, like, will you try harder? And he's like, yep.
What is he going to say? No. Like, if we give you like $3 billion with a B, are you going to try?
Well, he shook our hand. He's going to.
Yeah, yep, that's it. He wore
Deal's
this
deal.
hat. Took a picture in the hat. Let's go. Okay, so I'm looking now, and the Suns went to the playoffs in 2010.
Is it the Nuggets?
What?
The longest drought?
Oh yeah, maybe. Well, that is gonna end quick. The Nuggets got so good so quick.
Yeah, I mean, did they add anyone? Thomas?
Honestly, I was talking to someone on Twitter, and they posted this stat that the Nuggets have the youngest team in the NBA, or one of the youngest teams, even younger than the Knicks. And I was like,
that can't be true.
It is, though. And that's what I was like, when I think of Denver, I don't think of a young team. Like, I just associate them with
that's because Jokic looks 36, but yeah,
and
he's
Paul
like
Millsap
20.
is literally 83. So, I mean, I don't know. But yeah, they're the youngest team.
How are they younger than the Knicks?
They're
fucking DeAndre Jordan, man.
Seriously, they're 0.2 years younger than the Knicks. Our average age is 24.6, and theirs is 24.4 or something like that.
Should have cut Lance Thomas. I knew it.
Yeah, everyone did, except people in the front office like him for some reason, even though he's not good.
Do you care about Nuggets Spurs? I don't want to watch. I don't think I've ever watched a Spurs playoff game ever, and they used to win all the time.
What about like finals Spurs?
No, I never watched those Heat finals.
Really?
No.
What about the 1999 Knicks finals against the Spurs?
I didn't watch any Spurs playoff games.
Are you abstaining on purpose?
I don't want. The other day, I typed in the Marcus Aldridge highlights, and then I closed the browser. All right, I gotta do something. I gotta go outside.
Yeah, I gotta, update my resume.
I don't want to watch. They're saying RJ Barrett is like the next DeMar DeRozan, which is probably the meanest. That's the meanest thing to say to a young kid.
That's so poor guy, poor RJ.
Yeah, no, I'm not watching that team.
Yeah,
I'm good.
I watched one Suns Spurs game this season when LaMarcus Aldridge got 50 something points. That was fun. But
cool.
Yeah, that was it.
I'm waiting for Becky Hammon to take over so they can start a fun offense.
Yes.
Like, let's take threes now, like everyone else.
Yeah, they're stuck in the past. But I really didn't think they would be a playoff team this year. So
even last night watching the Nuggets, I don't really want to watch the Nuggets.
I don't. They're kind of boring, and by kind of, I mean.
So that's not being watched.
Okay, so Thunder,
Jazz Rockets. I really want that. Rockets. I really want that Jazz Thunder.
Yeah, that would be a great match.
Plus now they have Grayson Allen, just like
Ted Cruz Jr.
Yeah, just hurting people. It's gonna be.
I forgot about Grayson Allen. I believe it or not, I don't Utah Jazz games unless they're on TV. I like Jay Crowder and Joe Ingles secretly, but Donovan Mitchell kind of sucks.
He is a loser. That is
Definitely.
that is tough to.
How could you be a loser and rep the state of Utah?
How can you be a loser and play like Dwayne Wade? It's such a weird. It's like, wow, what a great finish at the rim, but he's also a geek.
Yeah, such a geek. So, and then Trailblazer. I really don't want to watch Trailblazers.
I don't know, they're growing on me. I
really?
Think, I know, the cops. I know.
You were so anti-Trailblazer.
See something, say something, but
yeah.
I know they have Enes
really
Kanter. It's
yeah. They're a good team, I think.
I don't know. I guess it was last week watching Blazers Celtics and just watching how much better Lillard is than Kyrie.
Yeah, Lillard's really good.
Yeah, I think I forget how good he is.
Everyone does, and it's only fair because he's on a small market cop team. But when he's a free agent in 2021, man, I know he says he wants to stay in Portland, but not going to happen.
I don't know. I think he's very comfortable as the sheriff in town. So,
no, that's CJ. That's CJ's job.
Oh, of course.
Lillard desperately wants to be noticed on a big market team. He says he loves Portland, the small market, atmosphere, but
Blue Lives Matter.
Right, Blue Lives Matter.
He's saying all the right things, yeah.
Yeah. So, but he's from California?
I believe he's from Oakland, yeah.
Yeah. So, future warrior. So who else? Yeah, the Lakers are done. LeBron's gonna have a really nice summer off. Gonna get his tan on. Wow, there's a lot of cop teams on the West.
Real quick, do you give a shit about Space Jam 2?
No, but I'm gonna see it, but no, I don't really give a shit.
Are you? You're gonna run to the theater to watch a Looney Tunes movie?
I'm not gonna run, but so one of my customers at Starbucks every year for Christmas, or for Hanukkah, because it's Upper West Side, he gives all of the employees $50 AMC gift cards. So I still haven't used mine. So maybe I'll save it for Space Jam 2. So that way I don't have to spend money.
I feel like those have expiration dates.
Fuck. Well, I'll get another one next year. Because Space Jam isn't coming out till, 2020? I hope I'm not at Starbucks by then. Still. Oh, fuck. Shit.
No, we're gonna get those offensive foul bags.
Yes, so true. We gotta
coming soon.
Coming soon.
By the way, if LeBron's production studio wants to sponsor the pod, I will read Space Jam 2 ads like a motherfucker.
Yeah. Oh yeah. But we'll read the shop ads. Space Jam 2.
Also, if Durant's media company, I'll read ads for your shitty TV show.
I'll read ads for anything, even if you're not NBA related. I'll sell your automobile, oil, gas, whatever car terms. I don't care. I
will advertise for the Portland Police Department.
Yeah, whatever. For $5. Give me $5. I'll sell out.
Venmo me $5.
Yeah, and everything is yours. But yeah, there's a lot of cop teams that we're gonna be forced to watch. Speaking of cops, I associate Devin Booker with being a cop because I don't like him, but he blew us out.
Devin Booker, there's a few guys in the league whenever they see Knicks jerseys, they just freak out and just drop 50 for some reason.
Yeah. It's a thing to be good in the Garden, even though we're not even good in the Garden.
And we played in Phoenix last night.
Oh, yeah. But against the Knicks is you always got to play good against the Knicks. Apparently, it's a thing. So. Well,
that was the case until Mitch Robinson was all right, I'm gonna I figured out how to play basketball, and now I'm the best player in the league.
I said honestly before the season started, when I was watching preseason, how much I loved Mitchell Robinson, and everyone was like, he keeps turning the ball over. By everyone, I mean you and my dad. He's butterfingers. He keeps turning the ball over.
His hands didn't work.
They didn't work, but I still loved him, and I'm really happy that he's
got new hands.
He's got new hands, and he's blossoming into this beautiful player.
Yeah, no,
I hope we keep him.
Him and Trier are
yes.
They make me feel really weird about Kevin Knox. Are you Andrew Wiggins?
Yeah.
Kevin Knox just stands in the corner with his hands up, like
He's the type that will probably leave the Knicks and flourish on a different team.
There's just like this group of forwards who just like you have your Brandon Ingrams, your Andrew Wiggins, just guys who like just like float in the background.
Yeah.
And don't really participate in the game at all.
But the difference is Wiggins is on a max deal, I believe, whereas Kevin Knox.
Oh, Brandon Ingram's gonna get a max deal
From the Lakers? Yeah. Genie Bus is like already signed the check.
Genie Bus Genie Bus is texting Worldwide Wild about the dreams she's having.
Jesus. That was peak Genie Bus.
Like, Genie Bus is the horniest person in basketball.
Did you see she said she had some comments yesterday about how people are planting stories about the Lakers?
Yeah, well, it's fake news, apparently.
Yeah, that's what she said. And then I was watching First Take this morning for 5 minutes, and Stephen A. said that he had a conversation with Genie Bus in private, which is the least surprising thing ever.
It's the second horniest person in the NBA.
Yeah. Do you see his comments about our first lady, Natasha Fizdale?
Yeah, that was weird because it was like
weird.
He like stopped mid rant and like he does that voice where he gets like whispering.
Yes. Oh, gross. Yeah, that was mad disrespectful.
When he's talking about thighs, yeah.
Yeah. Ugh. That was weird. And what's worse is that Fizdale didn't say anything. I mean, he's not the type to really say something like that, but...
One of my favorite moments, I love when Twitter, we just bully people out of things.
Yeah.
They hired Fizdale. The New York Post was like, check out his wife. And then, like, Twitter collectively was like, delete this. And they did.
Yeah. Yeah. Twitter's powerful. We have the power to cancel.
Yeah, we get to see how horny we get to see who Genie Bus is banging, which is...
Yeah, which is basically the entire Lakers front office and roster.
Which is weird because one of those people in the front office is, I question his health, to say the least.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. But he said that in 2 years, if the Lakers, quote, don't get it together, that he will step down.
Oh, it's
weird because he's really great at this job.
Yeah, I'll give him one more summer before I'm like fully. They are awful at this.
I mean, I wouldn't say that they're good. They make terrible decisions. They sign these terrible people.
Isn't Rob Pelinka just like Kobe's friend?
They're all Kobe. Kobe runs the team.
Like he's not like a scout or anything. He's just like was Kobe's agent.
Oh, was he? Yeah, I mean, it's all corrupt. The Lakers are very corrupt and nepotistic. I don't know if that's a word, but it is now.
It's very in-house. Like Luke Walton is just like
he's gone.
I don't know how long. Luke Walton played there for I feel like 12 years.
Yeah, it's hard to say, but he is gone. I bet. And Mark Jackson was basically last night when he was announcing the game talking about he was selling himself to be the Lakers coach, which would be hilarious.
I mean, yeah, he was really bad. Not even just coaching wise, just like as a person.
A terrible human. Yeah, he's terrible.
Yeah.
He's bad at everything he does, to be honest.
And it would be really like the Warriors had to fire him because he had like weird Christian comments about like gay people, and the owner's son I think is gay. And I'm pretty sure we all know Magic Johnson's son is like out here.
Yeah. Oh yeah. He's out here. EJ.
So I don't know.
That's a good point. But Magic's gonna. Yeah, I don't think Magic would hire Mark Jackson. Now that I think of it, if they hire Ty Lue, then LeBron runs shit.
Ty Lue had to take a break because he was like getting destroyed as the Cleveland's coach. He had to take like a week absence because his little heart couldn't take it.
Yeah.
Because J.R. Smith was throwing soups around.
Yeah. J.R. Smith, where's he at?
They sent him home. He's at home. He's at Knicks games with
Carmelo. Yeah, is home New York?
That is a good question. I don't know where he lives.
Yeah. I thought he was still in Cleveland. Like, not playing, obviously not playing, but...
I don't know if he ever lived in Cleveland.
Yeah. Yeah. He didn't he was renting. He signed a 6-month lease.
That's why I feel like we're giving Tristan Thompson, like, we have to think about it realistically. Like, he doesn't have a home in Cleveland, so, like, he has to sleep with these women because, like, he needs a bed to stay in.
That makes sense.
It's,
Despite him being the one to throw the parties and invite people over, like a dumbass. He really just doesn't. He wanted to break up with Chloe. That was just his way of doing it.
Well, yeah, so my whole thing with that is, like, do you know how much, like, Blake Griffin pays in child support?
No.
It is a ridiculous number.
Really?
It's
I forgot that he was in that relationship for a while.
So
it was ugly.
I think Tristan's, like, trying to, like, half stay with her to avoid the child support.
Right. But he has another kid with someone else.
Yeah, so you don't want to rack up double charges.
Right.
It's like
he's probably still with her too. Yeah. And it's not like he's gonna be
He's a genius. He's figured out the secret.
Yeah. I mean, it would be better to, like, actually play well and maybe make money, and that you could pay child support, or you could just stop having kids.
I mean, come on.
Yeah, it's a wild concept. Who's, like, these young players, not that Tristan's that young, but what's his face, Devin Booker, you want to have 2 kids at once? Why?
Jason Tatum is a proud father.
Yeah. So he is.
Which is
Poor
always
kid.
It just adds to a layer of, like, why is Kyrie talking down to Jason Tatum? Like, he's taking care of a life at home, like.
Yeah. Kyrie doesn't have kids, does he?
I think he does. I think
Really?
he has a daughter or something.
Huh. I always pictured him as living in a studio, like, loft, alone.
I mean, I didn't say he takes care of the kid. I just said
he has one. Yeah, I haven't seen this kid, but, I mean, I believe it.
No, there was a picture of him the other day wearing, like, all denim and everything. And he had, like, a New York Knicks patch on.
Yeah, right.
But there was a kid next to him. I assume it was his.
Oh. Yes, he does have one. He has one daughter named Uzuri.
And it's his and Durant's, right? Like, they co-parent.
Yeah. And Uzuri Elizabeth Irving Durant is her name.
That's okay.
Yeah. So he is. I really hope that he does not come to the Knicks, and I just think still no one's given me a good reason why.
Oh yeah, I saw your tweet the other day.
And everyone was like, because I was like, oh, why? Give me one good reason he should come here. Because he wants to. Is that a good reason? No.
Yeah, it's such, like, what. We're obviously talking from the Knicks' perspective. Yes, from Kyrie's perspective.
Right, I don't give a fuck about what Kyrie wants. Like, the Knicks need to make good moves, not signing some weird.
The Knicks had Kyrie already. His name was Stephon Marbury.
Yeah.
Then we had him again. His name was Derrick Rose. We've done this already.
We've done, like, come on. Kemba, I'm very pro Kemba. He's not going to come here, but we should be recruiting him more than we do Kyrie, because he's 2 years older, I think, but he plays more games because Kyrie's hurt every 3 seconds.
My fear, like, I would like to see what Dennis Smith becomes, but my fear is if the Knicks don't sign someone, then, like, Emmanuel Mudiay will get the max.
He had 5 turnovers in 13 minutes last night.
He will, and stretches look so good, and other times he'll just, like, walk up the court and just, like, hand the ball to the defender. It's insane.
Yeah, it's insane. And he's on the court more than anyone.
I
don't know if that's true, but it feels like that.
At least Fizdale has finally taken Mario Hezonja out of the rotation.
Yes. Yeah, Mario Hezonja's tweet was about the hardest person to defend not being in the NBA.
Mario Hezonja doesn't strike me as someone who's, like, subtle, so him, like, being cute about it was interesting.
Yeah, I'm kind of wondering what.
Does he have, like, a social media manager? Like,
yeah,
this will get you more engagement, Mario.
Yeah. So people don't forget about you because, yeah, it's pretty sad though that he is out of the rotation on the worst team in the league. But
it's also pretty sad that the person he was talking about turned down the Lakers because they're out of the playoffs so far.
My hero. I will always have a love for Melo just because, I mean, those, as a young Knicks fan, I haven't gotten to see Knicks' greatness, so his era was, the best thing that I've seen as a Knicks fan, so I'm grateful to him. I do not want him back on our team, but I think he's hilarious.
It's a shame you missed the Allen Houston, Latrell Sprewell years.
Yeah.
Or the Stephon Marbury, Crawford years. Those were my favorites.
I definitely have seen Marbury games. I mean, I wasn't really a fan then, but
the great Eddie Curry at the Garden.
Right. I did the other day. I watched the Marbury Vaseline video, and it was still just as funny.
You gotta watch that every day.
Yeah, it hilarious.
That has to be your alarm clock.
Yeah, his daughter actually played basketball against my high school basketball team. I wasn't on the basketball team because I can't do anything athletic, but she was really good. So there's that.
Wait, is he still playing?
Who?
Marbury.
Maybe at the YMCA, but
is he still in China?
I want to say yeah. But I'm not really sure. I don't know.
You're not streaming the games?
No, I'm not. He's currently, let's see. Oh, he's from Coney Island. Interesting. Yeah, he's in Beijing. Oh, not yet. He was in Beijing 2017 to 2018. So
now they have the great Michael Beasley. So
yeah,
I have to start watching.
I'm sad. I'm so sad for Michael Beasley.
I mean, I feel like that's perfect. Guys like him and Clay, China is that's where they need to be.
Yeah, but he also posted some sad shit on Twitter, and then being shipped off to China, kind of feel sad for him because I feel like
let's not say he was shipped. They didn't trade him to China.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I guess he wanted to go, but you're right.
Yes,
those players,
he'd rather be in the NBA, yes, but I think China's
his second choice.
I don't know the weed laws there, but I assume there aren't laws in China, right?
I don't think so.
I feel like it's either if you jaywalk, you get the death penalty, or you can just do heroin openly. I don't know.
Yeah, not really sure what the middle.
I'm pretty sure the middle bald kid is still in jail.
Yeah. So, oh my god, I forgot about him. Speaking of balls, okay.
Wait, can we stay international basketball for 1 second?
Sure. I don't know anything about it, but yeah.
Can we talk about how Andrew Bogut is
my God.
best player in Australian basketball?
Wow, I'm not surprised because it's not the players that come from Australia. Who are they? Matt Dellavedova,
Joe Ingles, and Ben Simmons.
Yeah, he doesn't count. He doesn't have an Australian accent, so.
Yeah, I don't know how he learned that. He's tricking us all.
Yeah.
I for him to be all right. So every year, the draft, we're always talking people doubted Luka Doncic because he plays in international league and he's the MVP. And then you see Andrew Bogut, 34-year-old Andrew Bogut, who was run out of the league, goes to Australia and is the MVP of the league.
Yeah, I wonder.
I can't trust these international leagues. Is the point?
Yeah. When I was in Australia for a few months studying, in quotations, abroad, I tried to find scouting. I tried to find basketball somewhere where I could watch any live basketball. It was impossible.
It's not even on TV.
Oh, not even on TV. I meant live. To find any place to watch
An arena?
basketball. Yeah, they don't have a basketball arena. They
Are they
don't
playing
care.
outside?
It's like literally a gym. They don't give a fuck,
It's at the
which
local
is
high
sad.
school.
Yeah. So, but it's just hard to follow the NBA in Australia because of the time difference. So like games would be on at like 7 a.m. in Australia.
Yeah, I don't know. Like that's like when the NFL plays in Europe, and like I don't know if I want to wake up 9 a.m. to watch.
Fuck no. I was
Anything.
thinking yesterday about how much I do not give a fuck about football and how much I care about basketball. It's just some people live and breathe and die football, and I just don't care at all.
Oh yeah, well I mean I spent the last few days being attacked on Twitter for it, so
For what?
I tweeted a harmless joke about
Harmless. Okay, go on.
Odell Beckham and
Mhm.
Gronk and race relations.
Yeah. Okay. What was the joke? I know about Gronk.
No, it was a video of Gronk like on a boat slapping his girlfriend's ass,
Yeah.
and I was like, yeah, Odell would be crucified for this, and Barstool Sports picked it up, and they have a very sound and normal fan base that would never,
very normal.
They would never threaten harm on me. So yeah, it was
very normal and not racist.
real quick. Andrew Bogut's MVP numbers. 11 points a game.
Oh my god.
11
How many rebounds? Oh, okay.
11. 3 assists, 2 blocks. 30 minutes a game.
And he was the MVP.
Yes.
And what is the league called? The Australian.
The National Basketball League, not association. The NBL.
Right. Well. Wow. I'm gonna look at the.
Yeah, he was MVP and Defensive Player of the Year.
How many teams are there?
Just his, I think.
There's just one team.
No, I don't know, but it says over 30 games, but it doesn't tell me how many games. That's a weird way to write that.
Yeah, it's bizarre over there. People in Australia are either Kobe fans or have never seen a basketball before.
I don't know. I take that over China, just Derrick Rose fans. But yeah, Andrew Bogut, a future NBA champion again.
Yeah. Fuck that. I hate that when people can they get signed to the Warriors out of luck and they get rings. Fucked up.
I mean, shout out to Sean Livingston for just riding the fucking wave for all these years.
Yeah, I mean, but to be fair, he almost had his leg amputated, so he kind of...
You get one ring for that. You don't get to ride the entire wave.
Yes. Yeah. And he played that game in the finals last year where he made some 11 shots in a row or something.
Yeah, they just made that little mid-range jumper.
Yeah. But good for him, I guess. He's a nice guy. I'm glad he didn't get his leg amputated.
What if he's mean to waiters? I don't know him.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, wait. So I found the Australian. So there's 8 teams, including New Zealand, which isn't in Australia. So
well, the
Adelaide 36ers.
Yes. Who can remember 1936 when Adelaide was founded?
Yeah. Adelaide is pretty not fun play. It's pretty boring, so good for them, I guess. I could probably play basketball in Australia.
The great gold rush of 36 in Adelaide.
Yeah. The Perth Wildcats. Okay.
I'm pretty sure Perth legit has Wildcats, just like on Main Street.
Brisbane Bullets. Okay, well, guns are illegal there. Sydney Kings.
That's really scary.
Yeah.
Sydney Kings sounds like some Instagram model that Tristan Thompson.
Yeah, yes, for sure. Sydney Kings. That's funny, yeah. So, for some reason, I've been hearing for the past few years a lot about Australian basketball, and it turns out that there's only 8 teams and they're not that good, so Not really sure why I'm hearing about them, but
isn't one of the top? Isn't one of the Duke guys from another? Or no, RJ Barrett's from like Canada or something.
Yeah, he's from Canada.
It's another strike.
Cam Reddish, I thought, or is it RJ Barrett?
RJ Barrett's from Toronto.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Wow. Where's Cam Reddish from?
Cam Reddish is from Pennsylvania.
Okay. I
It's
thought
really
he was
close.
Canadian. Yeah.
Speaking of Pennsylvania, have you gotten any Markelle Fultz updates?
He's in Orlando, so no, I have not.
Oh yeah, he's irrelevant to you now.
Yeah, he's irrelevant to me. I have Orlando Magic muted on Twitter. I don't have anything muted on Twitter, but I might mute some words after this. Magic. Well, because if I mute Magic, then I can't see hilarious Lakers news. So, gotta think of it. Yeah, I don't care about the Orlando Magic at all. But you said that they were.
They have the same amount of wins as the Heat.
Yeah, they're one game out of the 8th spot. Wow. Still have no idea who's on the team besides, what's that guy's name?
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah. The big white
NBA
guy.
All-Star too. Okay.
Yeah. Still don't know his name, but I guess someone had to go to the All-Star game.
It's the last draft pick. All right, so show him.
Yeah. I'm surprised the Hornets are. I'm not surprised, but I also am that the Hornets are in the 10th spot.
Are you surprised, or are you big like Frank Kaminsky truther?
No, because I just am really pro Kemba, but I don't know.
Sure, but I mean, Cody Zeller though.
Yeah, wow, he has aged. Because I went to school with him. Well, I think when I was at Indiana, he was his last year at Indiana. So we overlapped for 1 year.
Wait, the Zellers went to Indiana?
Yeah.
I thought they were in North Carolina. Okay.
No, yeah, they.
I feel like Coach K at Duke usually gets like the White brothers. So no,
surprisingly, Indiana's pretty light. Who'd have thunk?
Still.
We overlapped for 1 year, and he, like all the other basketball players on the team, would go out to parties or be at the bars. He
to Bible study.
Yeah, he was with his girlfriend.
His beard.
He was with his whoever, and never went out. And so I don't know. I don't trust him. But I shared a class with Noah Vonleh, even though he never went. Neither did I. So that was and he used to go to frat parties. He was best friends with oh my god, what's his name? He was on the Knicks last year. Troy Williams.
Oh right, he was there for a little bit, yeah.
Yeah, he was best friends with Troy when he was at Indiana, and they were codependent.
These names you're saying is like not great for Indiana basketball.
Indiana basketball is not good. They had Yogi Ferrell, Kings legend.
Of course.
Oladipo obviously is good, but who else? I mean, they have that guy Romeo, who's gonna be drafted maybe 10th. Do you follow college at all? I forget.
Are you reading mock drafts? Where'd you get 10th from?
I made it up. I'm gonna be honest.
Constantly studying mock drafts.
Yeah. I've seen one tweet I follow like one person who sometimes posts his predictions about the draft, and Romeo's there, but always pretty low.
I'll watch the tournament.
I'm gonna watch the tournament.
I can't do like Thursday at 8 and just like watch.
It's impossible. It's terrible basketball. I don't know how anyone is pro college, anti NBA.
Saturday, like, they're trying to do like that game day thing on
What?
ESPN where they do like they go to like the school and they have like a big ESPN thing, and then it's like the
Mm-hmm.
big matchup. It's like I don't give a
Yeah.
shit about Michigan State. Like,
Yeah, I really don't care about college basketball. Like, why is your shot clock so long?
it's something visually like I don't know if it's like there's just no room on the court,
It's small. Everything seems smaller.
and it's just
And the
three
fans are
guys on the
so
perimeter,
annoying.
and they're just passing the ball back and forth to the same guy. It's
Yeah.
Like, what the
For
fuck?
33 seconds.
Like, wait till they figure out the pick and roll. It's going to be revolutionary.
And wait till they learn how to not brick 97% of their shots.
To tie it all together, there was this one guy, I forget his name. He like moved up like top 5 in scoring all time in college. He's right below Doug McDermott all time.
Yeah. See?
Doug McDermott is 4th all time in college basketball scoring. That's insane.
That's how you know college does not matter. College basketball, how could some people are like, oh, I only watch college basketball. Why?
Those people are like
Weird middle, like Midwestern, like.
those are like the people that like the electoral college like leans
Yeah.
towards.
Yes.
I don't like there's no money, you know, they're playing for the love of the game.
Yes,
All right.
yeah.
All right.
They're developing their character.
Yeah.
Like, okay, Clyde says shit like that too. He's like, oh, the year in college is so important because you learn a lot. Who cares if you learn when you're going to be paid millions the next year? Like Zion shouldn't. He says that he is having fun on his Duke team, but
Well, I do believe that those guys are all friends.
yeah, I think they are. But
Like, it's not like a situation with Ben Simmons to LSU and like,
yeah.
all right, I'm not going to class. I'm not going to practice.
I'm not being friends with him. Does Ben Simmons have friends? No.
That's a really good question.
I don't think he does.
Which one is it? Kendall?
Yeah.
No.
But I don't think. I think Kendall. He was Kendall's beard. If that makes sense, is my theory. Listen, there are 6 Kardashian kids. One of them, they can't all be straight.
No, Kendall's definitely. Who's that? Cara Delevingne. Yeah, she's definitely. They're doing stuff together.
For sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
I saw the Fire Fest doc. I know what's going down.
Yeah, yeah. Which one did you see?
The Netflix one.
Me too.
Yeah, there's a lot of.
I'm not gonna watch. I have Hulu, but I'm not gonna watch ads in the middle of movies.
That's the one. It's like, why do I have an account and I'm still watching advertisements?
Why am I paying $8 or whatever, $6 to watch ads?
And it's those like, it's like those interactive ones. Does this
Don't
ad?
get me started on the. Oh, you get to choose what ad you want. Wow, thanks. That means so much to me.
That's why, I couldn't do that. The Netflix, what's the Black Mirror movie where you had to like choose your own adventure? Like, just put the movie on. I'm not trying to participate.
Yeah, so it was 3 different movies. You could choose which one you wanted to watch.
No, every time there's only one right answer. So if you like chose the wrong option, it just like put you back.
So yeah, I just don't have an interest in watching that. I'm not gonna.
The best part of that Firefest doc was Ja Rule, who then tried to perform at halftime of the Bucks game.
Yeah, oh my god, that was terrible.
Giannis just practicing as he's mid-performance.
Yeah, oh my god, that was hilarious. He was shooting threes. He was the only one. That was pretty. That I had a lot of respect for him.
Yeah, I think it's a wrap for Ja.
Yeah, no shit. Did he think that people were going to be cheering, though?
In Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Yeah, right now, like a month after the Fire documentaries were making headlines. Whatever.
It was definitely like I obviously didn't watch the fucking no one watched the performance, but I guarantee he was playing like some new shit no one ever heard before.
Oh my, yeah.
Those new Ja bars.
Yeah, woo. So how many games average does each team have left? I think the Lakers have 15 more games left of the regular season.
Yeah.
Not sure about the others.
I think it's like 16.
It's crazy. It went by so fast.
Yeah, I mean, time flies when you stop watching Knicks games.
Yeah. Yeah. I still watch them. I don't really pay attention to them, but if
I watched the Kings game.
I watched last night, you mean?
No, that's the Suns. I didn't watch that shit at all.
You watched the Knicks Kings.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's only 2 games on tonight. It's Thursday. Thunder Trailblazers tonight.
I mean, that's a playoff. That could be the first round matchup. So
yeah, I'm rooting for the Trailblazers.
I'm rooting for some sort of beef to carry over to the playoffs. We need some.
We need some action.
No one's mad at each other, and the people who are mad at each other, I don't care about Taj Gibson getting through it. I don't want to watch Taj Gibson.
Don't give a fuck. Yeah. I feel like Russ is mad at everyone.
Russ is mad at children now.
Yeah. Pacers Bucks will be good too. Well, I don't know about good, but it'll be better than, I don't know.
Oh, I feel like we have to make amends. I think Players Only is getting better. I think they're figuring out what rotation of guys they can put together.
So,
for example, Shaq and Chris Webber. Shaq with Barkley, he's just an asshole. Yeah. And he tries really hard to be a jerk and and with Chris Webber, he seems more naturally funny and more willing to talk basketball. Obviously,
Chris Webber is so much better in the studio than he is announcing games with Marv Albert.
Yeah, he's great. Candace Parker is great. Yeah. I like Baron Davis speaks really well.
Yeah, I like Baron Davis a lot.
Just keep that 4 and stop rotating because I don't want to
But then they have Isaiah Thomas and Kevin McHale announcing the game.
Did you see that clip of Isaiah Thomas?
No.
There was this this woman behind this blonde woman who was just he told them they smell nice. Him and Grant Hill and Isaiah Thomas was he was trying to get Grant Hill's attention. Thomas, you have sexual harassment charges, probably still pending. Let's.
Oh, for sure, and he still runs the Liberty, right?
I think they're the self-running entity. I don't.
No one. They don't have a home.
Yeah, no. James Dolan sold them.
Yeah.
And they played in Westchester, I think.
Yeah, but now they're not playing in Westchester anymore. So they don't. I think the rumor is that they're going to go to Barclays, which is great because I would go to some games because I'm not going to fucking Westchester.
I wanted to go to. I guess I didn't realize that the team moved, so I got really into
They did it
last year. And
I
have to go.
Oh yeah.
Watch.
Because they were at the Garden not that long ago, but until now they play in the same arena as the Westchester Knicks.
I go to Barclays.
Yeah, for sure. I've never been to Barclays, so.
It's fine.
Yeah.
It's.
Although I might go to the draft this year.
It's at Barclays?
Yeah. It's been at Barclays, I think, for the last few years.
Oh, man. Well, I'll be there booing when the Knicks draft Cam Reddish, so.
No. No. I just think they gotta rig it for Zion.
I don't know, man. Zion's gonna look good in that Cavs jersey.
No. People at the Bulls game yesterday they had custom-made Bulls Zion jerseys.
Do they realize that the Bulls keep winning?
Yeah. I mean, no, they don't. But everyone loves to mention the new lottery odds. Every time the Knicks win and I get pissed, they're like, "Oh, the worst 3 teams have the same 14% chance." I know. Okay? I'd like to have a safe lead, so I want the Knicks to be the far worse team.
I mean, the worst they can do is 5, and I feel like they have. What was Kristaps 4?
4 or 5? I don't know. I don't know. I want to say 5, but it's probably 4.
So I feel like they're never really top 5. Last time they're top 5, they got fucking Kristaps. So I'm okay with a top 5 pick.
Yeah, but no one thought that Kristaps would be who he is. He was drafted.
Kristaps is a bum now, so I don't, I don't know.
Yeah, fuck him.
Knicks Kristaps was a legend. Dallas Kristaps is in a wheelchair right now, and
yeah, he'll never play again.
Yeah, so I quickly want to, because last night, and this past week, Brad Stevens his coaching was questioned, and then last night there was 0.5 seconds left on the clock. Sixers Bulls. Brett Brown gets a second chance because the first play they called, there was a problem with the clock, so he's dribbling on the whiteboard. And then the play is just like a quick inbound pass to Jimmy Butler.
Yeah. With
0.5 seconds when there's no time to actually shoot. And then they zoomed in on his clipboard, and it was just like a bunch of scribbles all over it. Is Brett Brown a good basketball coach?
Not for Jimmy Butler, but to be fair, I don't think any coach is a good coach for Jimmy Butler.
Like, would a different coach have the Sixers look like? Would the Sixers be like a 1 seed if they had like Coach Bud or whatever?
That's a good question.
Like, look at Dwayne Casey in Detroit. Like, Detroit sucks, but like they're chilling. Like they're
but they're also in
like if Stan Van Gundy was the coach of the Pistons, they'd have Zion next year.
Yeah, so true. I'm happy that Zion won't have to go to Detroit. But so they're
like, is Brad Stevens a good coach?
I don't know, because last year everyone was on his dick and he, thought he deserved Coach of the Year. This year, no. So I don't really have enough of a sample size to really make an argument whether or not he's I mean, he's a giant nerd.
That helps.
Yeah, so the team chemistry, though, not great.
I mean, I think his playbook is all for like limited point guards, guys like Isaiah Thomas and Terry Rozier. He can get those guys buckets. But Kyrie's Kyrie's like calling off picks, like so he's breaking every play, and Brad Stevens is like, I don't know.
And Brad Stevens isn't, intimidating like Pop.
Yeah, then it becomes like a who's the Thunder coach? What's his name again?
Billy Donovan?
Is it? Yeah, you're right. It's Billy Donovan.
He's from New York.
Like, that's a situation where it's like, is he a good coach, or is he just good at not being, of just letting Westbrook just like play basketball?
Yeah, because they have Westbrook and Paul George. So does Westbrook really listen to the coach, or does he just do whatever the fuck he wants?
Basically, I'm saying coaches, do they matter?
It's
Luke
weird.
Walton the reason the Lakers are bad?
No.
Okay.
I don't think he coached that Warriors team with the greatest record. So that
kind of goes to my coaching doesn't matter thing again.
Right. It's almost as if when you have good players, they can win games. When you have bad players, they can't.
So,
I mean, Derek Fisher was a bad coach.
We had the two back-to-back statistically the worst coaches. Kurt Rambis and Derek Fisher are the worst head coaches in NBA history. And Phil Jackson was like, line them up.
Yep, let's go. God. Yeah.
We had like mad coaches.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't know what constitutes as a bad coach.
What is Mike D'Antoni? I guess we have to think about what they do on defense.
Well, I mean, they have defensive coaches though. So like there's like that main coach, but it's not like they make every decision. They just wear the suits and stand up and yell. Hot take. So yeah, coaches don't matter.
There it is.
Especially because there's so many of them. So how could you put the blame all on one person?
Like, all right, so for a long time, and I still sort of believe Rick Carlisle is like one of the best coaches. Why do the Mavericks suck so much?
because they have one good player who's a rookie.
Okay.
So,
I mean,
yeah, I've heard Rick Carlisle is a good coach for a certain type of team or offense. Apparently, I don't know. I don't buy it.
yeah, I can't. Like Nate McMillan sucked.
Right.
Then he went to the Pacers, and now he's a genius.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, because, yeah, like Phil Jackson, people say he was a great coach. If he was such a great
Yeah,
coach,
that's
then...
the weirdest one that people like. All right, is he the great coach,
or did he have Michael Jordan?
And then did he like take like a piece of his like saliva and then create Kobe Bryant?
Yeah. So Kobe Bryant was made in a lab.
Out of
for sure.
Michael Jordan DNA and Genie Bus.
Yeah. Certain type of DNA. So prediction, because since there's only 2 games tonight, I want to look at the games tomorrow. There's a bunch of games tomorrow. The best games tomorrow. Okay, so the East games don't matter. Then we have 76ers Rockets, will be good. Thunder Clippers, Jazz Grizzlies, Nuggets Warriors. Nuggets Warriors tomorrow. Can't wait for that.
Wait, real quick. I do want to ask, which teams do you think like hang out together?
Which
like I was thinking about this with the Warriors. Like
they don't hang out.
Steph and Draymond like don't have each other's numbers anymore.
No. Steph, if anyone, Steph hangs out. Not even Clay anymore, I don't think.
Like they're all just coworkers, right?
Yeah, Clay doesn't hang out with anyone. I think Portland hangs out.
The Cops, yeah, I mean...
Cops, yeah. They get their donuts.
They're hanging out at the station.
The Jazz hang out because there's no one else in Utah to hang out with. Boston definitely does not hang out.
No.
I
don't think... I feel like... Alright, so... I think Jimmy Butler, like, tries to hang out with Ben Simmons.
You think?
I do.
Why, though? Like, who would want to hang out with Ben Simmons?
Well, not Ben Simmons, but, like, that celebrity Jenner circle. I think Jimmy Butler's like, oh, put me on.
Yeah. And Ben Simmons is like,
He's like, I'll let you hang out with me and Mark Wahlberg.
Yeah, Mark, oh my god. We didn't even talk about that. Jimmy Butler's best friend is a 10-year-old.
No, I think, did we not talk about that?
Did we? I don't know. I have a terrible memory.
Yeah. After watching that Michael Jackson doc, we need to look into it.
I have not seen it. I'm waiting until all the hype goes away. It
is brutal.
Yeah, so I've heard.
Michael Jackson liked to fuck. He got it in. Let's
put it that way. Yeah, so, wow. Season's almost over. I'm sad. And by the season, I mean, we will never, no, I'm not going to say never. These last few months will be the last time, hopefully, for a few years where the Knicks are dreadful to watch.
All right.
Hopefully. I'm not saying definitely.
All right.
On that note.
Yeah, when the Knicks signed fucking Greg Monroe.
No. I probably jinxed it.
I don't know, Ron Baker's, he's available.
He's available, and yet no one scooped him up.
He'll be on the Lakers soon.
Yes, I hope so. Send him to the Warriors. Well, so you're going to watch both games tonight, right?
What's the first one? I think you said Pacers, right?
Bucks,
so
yeah.
No.
You're not going to, I mean, it's not an exciting game, but you're going to watch it.
We'll see.
What other sports are on?
Thursday. I mean, hey, there's I don't know, Syracuse basketball. I don't know. Yeah.
My favorite.
St. John.
Yeah. Go St. John's. Yeah, so, well, I think the standings are pretty set in stone in terms of the East. So, like, yeah, it doesn't matter. But if I don't watch this Pacers-Bucks game when basketball season's over, I'm going to be like, damn, I would do anything to watch that Pacers-Bucks game. So I'll be there.
Yeah, I don't have that itis.
Yeah, because you watch other sports.
Yeah, I guess your off season's like a fucking off season.
Yeah.
Mine is like tweeting every inning of the Yankees game.
Yeah.
So.
Every year when baseball, I think, oh, maybe I'll get into baseball this year. Never happens.
I mean, home runs are fun.
Yeah. Yeah, when they happen.
They.
I guess. When you don't have to wait 3 hours for one.
Oh man, but that weight, it's that edging.
Yeah. Home run edging. All right.
That's the name of
Any
this
predictions?
episode, I guess.
Yes. Perfect. Any predictions?
Any bold predictions? I think.
Any bold predictions?
I think Trae Young is going to play himself into the Rookie of the Year. What he's doing right now is like, because Luka has been quiet he's still like quietly putting up 27, 7, and 7.
Yeah.
but what Trae is doing is like.
Yeah, that's a good bold prediction. I don't have any bold predictions.
Or it's going to be Mitchell Robinson, so either way.
Yeah, Depoy. For sure. Defensive Player of the Year. Lonzo Trier Rookie of the Year.
Azonia MVP.
Yeah, MVP. Moody, he most improved.
I don't think the Lakers win again.
Yeah.
And the only win they might get is over the Celtics this Saturday, just because the Celtics are the Celtics.
Yeah. Because they lost last time to the Celtics, right?
Like, look at the guys there were so many white guys on that court with LeBron.
Yeah. And they weren't from the Celtics, which is crazy.
And their name wasn't Kevin Love.
Yeah. Well, I think by the next time we record, will it be, well, it's today. The next time we record, we'll talk about March Madness, because I watch March Madness. So
will it have started?
It starts March 19th, so maybe not.
Are we going to do a preview show with all of our basketball knowledge?
Yeah. We're the new, like, Charles Barkley and, what's his face? Ernie.
Fun fact, here's a quick story. Last time I told the Tobias Harris story.
Oh, yeah.
I edited that out anyway, but it was March Madness like 2 or 3 years ago, aligned on the same day as St. Patrick's Day.
An offensive foul.
I hate to just keep introducing these stories and then cutting them out so you can't hear them, but you never know who's listening. Shout out, it's a great story. But we're gonna hit the quick fast forward on that. But I also keep forgetting to remind you guys, so I'm going to take this opportunity to do it. Follow the pod on Instagram at Offensive Foul DS. DS for dead seriousness. So at Offensive Foul DS. Yeah, hop on iTunes. Give us that 5-star rating. If you made it this far, then you might as well give it 5 stars. Obviously, subscribe, because these episodes just pop up randomly. You want to get that notification, because I have no idea when they're coming. And yeah, give us a little rating. You know what? If you give us a funny rating, we'll read it live on air. So yeah, man, that March Madness that one year was fun. It was a fun time. Should have been there. Wish you were here. All right, back to Offensive Foul, episode 4. Let's go.
An offensive foul.
So fucking March Madness, baby.
Yeah, let's go. It's time for reckless drinking. And I don't even drink like that, but I feel like
I obviously don't anymore either, but
yeah, never. Yeah, I'm excited. I don't fuck with college, but March Madness is. I don't think a lot of things are fun, because I'm a glass fully empty type of person.
Right.
March Madness is pretty fun.
I've had a fun March Madness before.
Yeah. Well, I guess, yeah. I mean, the next time we could talk about our brackets, even though, no one really gives a fuck but people pretend to care about other people's brackets. So I guess we could do that.
You just kind of just pick the schools whose name you recognize. So
Right.
Duke's gonna win it all.
Yeah, woo. Well, okay, so I feel like that's basically since we discussed, Australian basketball and
Yeah, we probably should have
Brown.
stopped there.
Yeah, you're right.
All right.
So
I gotta cut out that March Madness story now. All right.
why?
Who knows who's listening?
True. All right, I'm gonna stop the recording.
All right.